Welcome to my world history notes, where I read from the book I wrote to teach homeschoolers, A Bible Believer Looks at World History, which you can see on lulu.com, amazon.com, or at the Bible Baptist bookstore, or you can just follow me here. So now we're beginning with Rome's government. I'm going to discuss Rome's government was a complex and ever-changing entity whose constitution depended in the end, on the most successful military organization in history. We don't have the time to go into every detail of Roman law or civil organization, but the Roman legion, composed of 4,200 infantry, 300 cavalry, and various auxiliary groups, divided into centuries of 100 men, later 200, commanded by centurions, composed the backbone of its success. Two legions composed a consul's army. Each legion had its vexillum, its banner or colors, which were never supposed to fall into an enemy's hands. Many scholars have made a detailed study of Rome's military organization and battlefield tactics, and many books have been written on the subject. The Roman military concept changed the challenges it met, and its most basic premises still are with us today in some form. Rome's first task was to go beyond the 350 square miles it controlled after it emerged from monarchy to a weak city state. It proceeded to conquer all of Italy. At the same time, the long-standing conflict with Gaul, a force, a force which comprised loosely knit tribes in what is now France, Germany, and northern Italy, was only ended by Caesar's successes, began in earnest in 390 BC. Rome was attacked several times and sacked and nearly destroyed once. Rome even had to pay tribute to make the Gauls go away. The land they succeeded in taking for a time in northern Italy was called Cisalpine Gaul. The city itself was nearly abandoned due to how great the destruction was. Between the Gallic north and the south, dominated by Greek colonies, Rome became master of Italy. The Greek cities of Magna Graecia, or Greater Greece, eventually merged with Rome, except for Tarentum, which called for help from King Pyrrhus of Epirus in Greece. He defeated the Romans, but at such a great cost to himself, we get the term Pyrrhic victory from his disastrous success. To paraphrase his famous quote, if we win another battle, we're finished. Finally, after driving the Carthaginians from the Greek city states of Sicily, he returned to Italy and then gave up, returning home. Now the Romans faced an enemy older than themselves, with a Canaanite religion and tradition, backed by military and naval power that imprisoned Italy. The Phoenician colony of Carthage on the African coast was the most powerful force in the Mediterranean Sea, and the war between it and Rome for domination of the region was known as the Punic Wars, first, second, and third. They ended with the complete destruction of Carthage. Before we go there, let's look at Roman religion again for a brief time. Public worship was conducted by several collegia, colleges, or associations of priests, all under the head of a single priest elected by the centuries, called a Pontifex Maximus, or Supreme Pontiff. The College of Vestal Virgins were white clad nuns who took a vow of virginity and service for 30 years. The most influential college of priests was called the Augurs, who studied the intent and the will of the gods. Eventually, Caesar himself would be elected Supreme Pontiff, thereby controlling the state religion and priesthood, celebrating his alma mater, Virgin Mother, as in modern favored school songs, Venus, who is also Ishtar or Ashtoreth of the Bible. Eventually, Emperor Gratian, according to some sources, declined the title and it was taken up by Pope Damasus, who contracted Jerome to revise the Old Latin or Vetus Latina Bible the early church fathers used to be more to his liking. Later, as we shall see, the Roman Catholic Church transformed the Roman Empire into a spiritual entity ruling over a political world. As noted historical writer Will Durant says in his book, Caesar and Christ, quote, when Christianity conquered Rome, the ecclesiastical structure of the pagan church, the title and vestments of the Pontifex Maximus, the worship of the Great Mother, and a multitude of comforting divinities, the sense of supersensible presence is everywhere. The joy or solemnity of old festivals and the pageantry of immemorial ceremony passed like eternal blood into the new religion, and captive Rome became her conqueror. The reigns and skills of government were handed down by a dying empire to a virile papacy. The revolting provinces accepting Christianity again acknowledged the sovereignty of Rome. Unquote. The Roman Catholic Church, the ultimate state church of history, is the inheritor and continuance of the Roman Empire, with the Pope as emperor, the College of Cardinals as Senate, and on down to the priest as civitas, or lowest level administrators, complete with Vestal Virgins as nuns, the sign of the cross, relic worship, idol procession, purgatory, and prayers for the dead, all brought forward seamlessly from earlier pagan society. We'll approach this in more detail later. This stable organization has allowed Rome to remain so powerful and important for 2,800 years. Very impressive. Next, we're going to discuss Carthage. Very interesting to me, and I wish you a good day.